already.
Christopher Bell, I believe it's Christopher Bell.
Yeah, sure enough, Bell around in the back of the pack. The 8 also involved, and they're sliding down the banking. Caution has come out on lap 1.
Like Christopher might have had a left rear tire go down.
Yeah, for the right rear.
The right rear.
Wow.
Tyler Reddick in the 8 also involved. We saw him slow.
There it is. That's actually the left rear tire leaves one's flat. So crazy to have something like that happen.
He's already around entering turn 3. Just have to wonder if that left rear was rubbing
Contact with
yeah.
the 8.
Yeah, Tyler Reddick, no place to go.
Tyler Reddick's day, that was big impact for him as well. What a disappointing start of this race for those 2 drivers.
Riding on the Coca-Cola can, Bubba Wallace.
Front of 47. Clear down if you want
He gets into the back of the car in front of him.
Easy. Stop. Get up. Watch him coming up. Keep coming. All right.
Dirt track in that car, that dirt track experience probably helped him right there. Yeah.
Whoa, I think cars getting together behind this pack.
Oh,
Sure enough, 47 is around, and he slams into the inside wall.
Yeah, Ricky Stenhouse look at the front of this car. He had some damage. He had some damage already from that first lap wreck. And now, of course, major damage.
The back end of that car is destroyed.
And how disappointing for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. This is a racetrack where he is so good. He is one of those guys that we consider to be a spoiler today that could win this race.
See how this got started here. Getting a push from Nemechek through the tri-oval.
It's John Hunter Nemechek in the 38, and sure enough,
He just spins him. That's the thing about pushing is when you're pushing another car, you need to stay on that right rear quarter panel. If you get to the left rear quarter panel, aerodynamically, it really frees up the lead car. So easy to spin somebody out if you move to the left corner of the tailpiece, right there.
Yeah, in that case, it was almost like Ricky was going up the racetrack.
Matter of fact,
John Hunter was going down.
I've spun you out in Talladega here in 3 and 4, Jeff. In turn 3 and 4.
I remember that.
Getting on the left rear quarter panel.
I hadn't held it against you.
All right, well, I didn't know if you remember.
But that is exactly right. When you're tandem pushing.
Going to get in the back of this 88. 88 tries to go to the outside.
and around they go. The 10 of Eric Almirola. Up in the air is the 18 of Kyle Busch. Ryan Blaney is caught in it as well. Can't tell who is wedged up against the wall with Almirola. The 18 was airborne. It's the 88 of Bowman.
All guys that are battling for the points. Who did we just talk about a minute ago that decided to go to the back? Going to ride around. He also needed
All right,
points.
well, good job there.
Clint Boyer saw this coming. Got out of it. He is going to survive this wreck.
With 3 to go.
Probably thinking inside. He gets a big push right there. He's kind of always forced to make a decision, forced to go to one side or the other because of the aggressive push from the 22. If the 88 lifts and doesn't do anything, he's likely turned into the fence.
Yeah, just such a big push from behind. So you see right here, Logano pushing him. They get to the outside. I think they just make contact. I'm not even sure he meant to go there.
Yeah, I don't think
pushed so hard.
I don't think the 10 actually moved to block. I think he actually just had contact from the right rear quarter panel from the 88.
Yeah, that's what it just. Watch this ride.
They're both waiting for this 22 gets to this 88.
Yeah.
Here now.
The 10's not even looking in the mirror or doing anything to try to block that run. The 88 really kind of got forced up into the back of the 10.
Hanging on, and let me know how bad it is.
Martin Truex Jr.
Oh.
Happens that quickly.
Just so happy when you get through there. Nobody collects you, clips you in the rear quarter panel or anything like that when you're in that situation the 19's in.
You can see from that shot that contact was made just because the 22 was pushing so hard. Contact was made to Eric, and then Eric.
108, you're clear. 108 at the line here.
Oh, we got a crash!
48 goes around. The big one happening. The one's upside down.
Big wreck behind you.
Kurt Busch climbed all over the top of the 41 of Custer. The 2 is around. Playoff contenders involved. Kurt Busch won a week ago. He's safe into the round of 8. Everyone else is still fighting for points and positions. The 62, Brendan Gaughan, his final NASCAR race was taking place, and he has severe damage to that car. You see the one, Kurt Busch got up and on top of the 41 of Cole Custer.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Tell me the 22 has something to do with that.
You see the AMR safety team on the track.
Oh, Clint Boyer's out of his car. His day is done.
Two-car looks unscathed here as he was spinning around, just has some flat tires to get back to pit road to change. Daniel Suarez with heavy right front damage here.
We were just talking about Daniel not knowing what he's going to be doing next year. Brendan Gaughan.
14 car has the 48 car out of control through the tri-oval and gets into the left rear quarter panel and turns the 48.
Yeah, right there, the 14's pushing the 48. Gets him turning around. Now, slow for the ride. Kurt Busch way up in the air. Fortunately, came down on his tires. There it starts, right there. That tri-oval, we talked about it earlier, that is the worst place. That's where your car has the least amount of grip around this racetrack.
And remember, these race cars are 3,400 pounds flying through the air like toy cars.
On the front, right there on 3 up, pressure, low, straight, low, come on, straight, hold the brake, nothing's coming. Left, all right, hold the brake right there. We're just gonna have a little bit of damage.
So right there, it starts. It seems like it gets calmed down, but another bit of contact. Now the 48's around into the side of the 1.
And the 1's headed into the outside wall at full speed. Frightening view out the front of that car. As you know, that impact's coming. Anywhere from 30 to 40 G's head on into the fence.
Clint Boyer in stage 1 decided to back out of it. In this stage, he decided to go try to get some points.
Contact in the right rear tire.
Look at that, how quickly that car.
The contact, the head-on hit into the outside walls is really scary to watch.
On this shot.
Bottom 3, there's only 3 or 4 up top. Down, keep coming. Down, keep coming down. All right, you're all good. Square to 37 up your mirror. Middle, there you go.
Oh,
into the wall.
He's in the fence.
43 of Bubba Wallace got into the wall. He stays going.
How much damage does he have?
Enough damage, he's falling back quickly. The Alabama native up front looking for his first win. And it doesn't look like it's going to happen today.
Got a spin behind you.
He's going to go to pit road, and a caution has come out. Talked about the spin. It was James Davison in this 53.
Well, that is an opportunity, though, for Bubba Wallace. His day's not over now. He's able to put on the caution.
Everyone else, too, that thought they might be short on fuel has an opportunity to save as much as they can under this caution and gain a little bit more of a cushion.
Look at what happened with Bubba Wallace.
33 or 37 car Priest goes up here and gets into the back of him. Just a bad push there, not quite lined up.
It's a great view right here. Watch what happens.
Middle, there you go.
Severely sends him. Seen that all day long, just people trying to push the guy in front of him and it not working out.
And get his 2 left side tires on the inside of the double yellow line. You can't pass below the double yellow line. Oh, and they're left behind.
Wow.
Caution comes out before they get to the finish line.
Look who's in it.
Once again, Kyle Busch in the 18. The 4 of Kevin Harvick.
Wow.
Look at the damage to that 18. What a day it's been.
We'll have to see if the caution did indeed come out.
They did not get the white flag, we're being told by NASCAR.
So that means they'll try it again.
They threw the caution
And that's
before
the
they
worst
were
case
playing.
scenario for the
Said they're
18.
gonna red flag it, so I guess not. I have no.
All that work to get the points they were going to get.
Yeah, frustrated Kyle Busch. It's been, well, as he's put it, it's been 2020.
This happens. Oh, the 18 gets turned sideways by a push from the 8 car, Tyler Reddick.
'19 caught up in it. Martin Truex Jr. And a lot of damage there to that right front.
We've seen it all day, guys. The pushing from behind right there. And remember, Reddick has damage to his nose that may have contributed to it a little bit and how he was able to push the 18. Plus, the 18 had damage as well.
Yeah, the 18 car's got a ton of drag and a damaged tailpiece, and the 8 car damaged nose piece probably doesn't line up all that well.
Here, what you want right here? Top line's gonna roll here. Top line's gonna roll. 22 in the middle, stalled out. There you go. Tell me to stay. Keep coming, keep coming. There you go by the line, White.
Joe Gibbs Racing cars involved right there, as well as that 4 of Kevin Harvick. Before the white flag was displayed, he got a big
move.
shove.
Yeah, it was a great move, but there's no organization.
Oh, he's gonna get turned!
Sideways.
Into the wall he goes!
Wrecking behind you here.
Bubba Wallace into the wall, and the caution has come out. There'll be a third overtime.
Bubba went up there to try to get the momentum from that high side, but it disorganized, and then he was trying to find some energy off any car he could find behind him. Kelly, what do you got on the 43 car?
Yeah, Bubba Wallace, what a disappointment after he had such a strong run at times today. He said, oof, that one hurt. I think physically and probably a little bit emotionally, but obviously you see he's okay. Unstrapping himself, getting ready to climb out of the car. But man, what a disappointment for Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, and Ryan Blaney right behind him. Those two guys are best friends.
To that outside line to make something happen. As you said, Junior, it was going really well. Then it all got kind of disorganized right here, and now trying to find his way back to the bottom, or just, you know, don't know if he was thinking to get in front of the 37 there, or if it's just Talladega, just a Talladega wreck, you know. So easy to watch from our viewpoint and say, oh, guy should have done this, should have done that, but it's just Talladega. See it all the time.
So damage to the 2 as well, because the 43 got into the side of him.
The 88, does he get through? He gains a little bit of damage there. The 3 car of Austin Dillon, who has now worked himself back onto the lead lap.
That is amazing.
And he's involved in this accident as well.
And with this caution, see right here, to get another shot of this. See Bubba just coming down the racetrack a little bit. Priest maybe up the racetrack a little bit. Just both trying to get the best position they can. But all of these cars that were low on fuel, now it's more laps under caution.
Yeah.
So they're going to be in a position where I think you'll have to see more cars coming to pit road.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. All the radios I'm listening to, basically, everybody's feeling they're going to have to get fuel, or with this few of cars in the lead lap, you just risk it and run out. But that may lead to more green light checkers.
This is riding along with Bubba on the helmet.
So this was that run he got, Junior. Huge momentum.
Looks in the mirror and sees he's lost his health, so he's trying to get down here in front of the 37 car, where he's trying to just get any kind of help he can off the back end of his car, get some energy from a push.
Look at this outside line.
Oh, we got a car in the wall, the back straightaway. Cody Ware. Here comes a 17 and the 24. They're going to try to block.
Eric
in
gets
the
up
wall.
into the wall. Now the 24, a big run. He slides. They make more contact. 3 wide as they come out of 4.
Hamlin to the inside. Side draft coming from the 24 car. I know that the precedent's been set today that they have been black flagging the car that's forcing, and nothing's happening to the other guy who's on the apron. So if the precedent has been set, you would say that Denny did the same thing that anyone else did. To go. Oh,
And
6 cars around.
There's Ryan Newman again. He's on slicks.
Yeah, that water. That's the wettest area of the racetrack. Definitely lost traction. I didn't see any damage. I don't see any dents on the rear bumper. I think it was just a simple fact of not having enough grip on those slick tires. The 13 still able to make it work, but you could see him slide around.
There's really no dry lines around the racetrack right now. There he is, just, you know, loss of traction. Doesn't look like any contact.
Apart without coming apart and forcing him to pit road. The 11 car off the racetrack.
And maybe stuck. He's going to get out of the grass.
Some damage to the right front fender. You see how the hood's up. The whole right side. He's definitely made contact with something. There's Denny Hamlin on the right side of your screen spinning out. I believe that's exiting turn 4. And some pretty good contact with the tire barrier. Was able to get going and back on the track. Yeah, Rick, I mean, that's the thing. The end, is we have, I think that's John Hunter Nemechek off the track.
Sure enough, John Hunter Nemechek is off track and not rolling. Well, now he's going to try to go.
Yeah, that's turn 6 up the hill. He's got something tied up to the front of the car. He's got some damage to the...
It has come out, and this is the reason why. He couldn't get going.
All the way through this section of the racetrack.
He must have been...
Kozlowski, Eric Jones caught up in this.
DiBenedetto behind him.
Matt DiBenedetto on the 21 also stopped.
What in the world happened there?
Yeah, that is the strangest looking thing.
Yeah, they're on the inside of turn 4. Wide on that particular part of the racetrack. So Brad gets loose here. The 20 slows down, the 21 slows down. They're all going down the racetrack, Brad's going to park it here, parallel parking.
Wow.
And they all just followed him right over there and said, we're going to pull in, watch a drive-in movie. That's where the big screen is.
I've never, the Roval creates more strange shots. Chicane, he entered the chicane on the right-hand side. Christopher Bell, he was running second.
He goes around. Again, and that's coming out of turn 4. There's still a little bit of water on the track in turns 3 and 4.
Looped it around, going to the gas, trying to make some speed. Just lost rear grip.
Yeah, we were focusing on the 48 because
It makes me very proud to be the only Mexican driver in the Cup Series. We have a very special paint scheme that Coca-Cola put a lot of time into this. We got...
And Eric Almirola right here.
JJ gets turned around here in the chicane on the back straightaway. And then in turn 5, up the hill to 6, he gets off racetrack and into the barrier here to bring out this yellow. He finally got his car rolling. NASCAR throws the yellows, the leaders in the middle of 3 and 4.
just a winner. Can the 14, as the 11 spins right in front of the 14 who I was referencing.
Hold your brake. Hold line's coming. Hold your brake.
Yeah, he's on the banking right now. So he's really got to hold that brake or it'll slide right down in front of everybody.
Yeah, driver's side there as they were exiting the infield part of the course there.
Over here off turn 6.
Cole
Denny
Custer.
Hamlin's in the grass.
Cole Custer in the 41.
Sliding down the hill.
Yep, there's the 11 once again off track. 13 of Ty Dillon also with an issue, and Joey Logano. Looks like he might have even caught a little bit of the wall there trying to avoid the 13.
Yep.
Left front tire, it's got some damage.
You're not sure right there. I couldn't tell if it was contact with Cole Custer or not on that replay.
So Hamlin's back on the track. Green flag still in the air. There you see Hamlin sliding into the picture. He gets off track. Maybe a little help there from the 53 of James Davison.
Matt Benedetto coming to pit road to try to get repairs done to this car.
Oh, yes. And you see the damage to the front end of that 53. So Matt Benedetto in the lower right. Yeah, he's
Slowly got off the
race.
he got off the racetrack real easily. Lightly hit the barrier.
We're in the grass.
Yep, definitely in the grass. He's trying to back down the hill now. Trying to find
the
somewhere.
caution has come out, so there will be another restart.
Extra time for, but he came to pit road this time, and that 9 car is up through the field. As now we have a yellow. Oh, 3 of Austin Dillon. Man, he got spun into, or I guess past.
Yeah, before they were getting into the chicane.
Yeah, it looks like they've tire marks, judging by the tire marks, has made a little bit of contact with the outside wall.
We had damage.
We confirm damage.
All right, Steve, you mentioned some cautions as you see the damage to the left front there of the 3 of Austin Dillon.
Here, it won't roll.
Let's watch right here. Kyle clips the right rear quarter panel, turns him into the outside wall.
Keep going, all good.
Let's see right here. No, I mean, not the heaviest damage, but I wonder if it broke something out. So we're waiting to see if.
I think he just blew all the tires out.
Yeah, he is moving now.
Yeah, he's moving now, and he can't get to even get to pit road. He's pulled his car over.
Yeah, no interliners here at the road course. So when a tire goes flat, you are on the rim.
That's 2 drivers right there that were below the cut line. 37 with a great restart. And tagged. The 47 goes around. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. got hit by Bubba Wallace.
You're right there. Stay right there. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, there's a lot of contact heading down into turn 1 from various cars.
You see on the restart, Bubba Wallace drives way up underneath everybody. Just no way Ricky Stenhouse could assume he was there. Bubba in way too deep.
Just gets wide off the racetrack into the water here. Big trouble in.
Well, then he pushed a lot of water back out onto the racetrack.
And he was trying
Close call here.
Oh, man. He was trying to stay in the gas and keep from getting stuck.
Well, we were watching Clint Boyer. Let's take a look. There's Clint right there, kind of the bottom of your screen. Oh, they just get stacked up when the 47s. What has happened to the 42?
At Kenseth into the tire barriers.
I thought I saw some smoke heading down into turn 3. Not quite into that turn. So this is right before turn 3. We're blocked from view because of those big Bank of America banners, but there was lots of smoke heading into that turn.
On the schedule. Oh, it's
McDowell again.
Goes backwards again. Not sure what's going on with the 34 car, but as I was thinking, you know.
That was broke.
This could bring out a late yellow here.
Yes.
Can't get this car moving.
Yeah, he's in a precarious.
Really bad spot.
Here.
Issue here, getting down in the corner. Looks like he got in there just hot. Didn't seem to be turned around there by anybody. Here he is coming back around to the front straightaway just shortly after that. I think he just got in the water there off to the contact. The 48 has some with Stenhouse here, and then Greg Gaulding in the 38. Greg's had a great run today in that 27 car.
Stenhouse and Jimmy Johnson, they keep finding themselves on the racetrack, don't they?
Yeah.
Had some contact multiple times at Bristol. Stenhouse said, I've had enough.
And the issue right behind him.
Okay.
A lot of smoke. But Newman, yes, straightened his back out.
Newman's had a wild day.
He has had a wild day. He's had enough.
He
Got again.
Yeah, the 22 made or 27, excuse me, made contact with him and Greg Gaulding as he was trying to get by.
Yeah, Newman's backwards over in turn 1. He's going to get it turned around again.
And Newman just turned down.
Yeah.
Like there was nobody.
Fill his bucket.
Oh, we got a back straightaway. Back straightaway chicane, the 19 and the 1 car.
The one of Kurt Busch, Martin Truex Jr.
They're running 3rd and 4th.
Truex and the 1 went down in there side by side. I think they both missed the entrance to the back straightaway chicane.
Everybody's doing their best to cause a late race caution.
Here we go. Truex gets loose. He understands that the 1's going to try to compete with him in the braking zone. And they both got in there too deep. Martin broke loose first.
A lot of damage to the 51 of Bilicki.
I think he blew a right rear tire at speed in the banking there. Backed the car around into the left side, driver's side into the wall.
I think the other big story that comes from what just happened here, the finish, coming through what is NASCAR 4.
Explodes the right rear tire, sends him up into the wall. Front straightaway, 42 car, Matt Kenseth around.
Kenseth gets it straightened back out again, but damage to that car, and you see the smoke rolling out as the caution has come out now. Just the 3rd caution today, but this is the first for incident after the competition caution on the end of stage 1.
He's tracking. I think he's not quite clear of Eric Jones here. And him and Eric both into the fence. Matt, just not clear.
The last 3 playoff races at Texas, as we see the 8 making his way onto pit road now.
He's made some contact.
Yep, Tyler Reddick has brought the caution out.
Turn 3, just right against the wall, and just gets on the wall and never can get off of it.
Jeff, you talked about how you need to enter high.
Handed to you by the manufacturer.
Yeah, NASCAR has really put that.
Oh, we got a car wrecking in turn 2.
Right up in front of the 19, up against the wall, and the caution comes out. It looks like that's the 17. Yeah, sure enough, 17 was around, and so already Chris Buescher has a little bit of damage to that car.
All right,
Yeah,
clear
made a
down.
little light contact with the back of the car, swung around, made contact with the right front.
And the right rear. So
I got it pretty good.
Oh boy, yes, I agree. Got it pretty good. A lot of damage on that car. You know, years past, you could say, all right, maybe you can hammer the sheet metal out, cut it away, put a new deck lid on it. But with the crash clock in the recent years, that car is not going to be repairable. It'll be the end of the day.
Let's take a look, see how this all got started here. This is after he's already lost control of the car. Can't see how it started. But like you said, Steve, that contact's going to be enough to end his day prematurely.
Couldn't tell if he had contact with anybody, but remember that end of the racetrack.
Had a good year. They've gone to victory lane, but personally, I struggle to understand. We've had a huge impact from the 27 at Yaley.
J.J. Yaley smashes the back of that car. A competition caution scheduled for lap 25. NASCAR might use this as their competition caution, but boy, what a big hit here for
the battery
Yaley.
loose because I can't get the thing to start.
There he is. He comes into shot and just right in the back of the car. And that is, you know, if you're going to have to hit something like that, that's the way you want it. The back of the car crushes so much better. It's not near the impact feeling than it is if you hit the front like that. Watch this thing just come around on him.
My gosh.
Lost a lot of positions. Now, a big run by Alex Bowman, and Harvick's into the wall. Harvick tags the outside
Hold your
wall.
line, hold your line, hold your line. Hold your line, hold your line. Might have a...
Harvick trying to keep it at speed.
He loses it. See how much room Bowman's gaining on him? It just never was able to gain back up, and the car never turned. You just have to wonder if the racetrack isn't a little bit damp right there. I don't know. Other cars didn't have a problem. It's just not a mistake you see Kevin Harvick make.
Look at everyone fan out going by him.
He's trying to run the top.
Riding along with it.
Better than him on the bottom, but he is getting run clear up. He'll probably come inside here. Here he comes. He got a hell of a run. Easy now.
You know how much he was
Easy
out of
now,
the
easy,
gas?
Easy. Hold your line, hold your line, hold your line.
And they had to get completely out of the gas. William now in that second lane, making it work.
Up the track.
And the 42 slides, tags the 43. Bubba Wallace back into traffic, and the outside wall caution comes out.
Heavy damage to the 43. You saw it live. Started with a little stack up. The 42 got loose in front of the 11 as they stack up off the corner.
Heavy damage to the 42 as well. This ground
42
is
checked
so
up.
wet.
11 got to back him up, turn him down into us. No,
Look at that damage right there. We talked about it. We saw an Xfinity car go through the grass all the way back on Saturday. No real issue because the grass was dry, saturated, and look at the damage from Matt Kenseth.
Yeah, that car went on to win the race, Steve, but this car here is done. It just so wet. Kenseth, just car gets wiggles, then runs up in front of Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin really nowhere to go, gets into the back of the 42. Look at the 42 just get destroyed when he went in that grass. So we talked about he just got a little bit loose, and just somebody, he didn't have anywhere to go. Right here, loose, right up in front of Denny Hamlin. Now out of control, Bubba Wallace. Nowhere to go. Now, only thing he can do is lock it down and hope. He did get into Eric Almirola there.
He did. I didn't see that the first time through. And, Jeff, I know this sounds silly, but I want to ride on board with Denny Hamlin in the 11. You know, talk about flashing in front of you right here. We're going to see the wiggle. I want to see how hard he hit. I tell you, Jeff, that's not a slight bit of contact. I think the 11 is fine as far as mechanical issues, but as fast as this racetrack is, you can easily separate the nose, have a hole in the nose. It will affect downforce. We have to keep an eye on the 11. That's shot by the 42 in the wet grass. Huge, huge wreck.
Let's ride along with Bubba Wallace, DoorDash camera.
Hard on the bottom. Down. Son of a bitch.
No, I mean, nothing he could do, right? I mean, Jeff, that's
Yeah,
just,
there's nothing.
you know. Tires will be on the front side. He'll be one of the first cars to pit road. He'll be hearing about, oh!
The 51 goes around, and he'll tag the outside wall. And so Joey Gase, behind the wheel of the 51, gets into the wall and brings out the caution. As quickly as we were talking about making stops, he was running 33rd.
And these are these odd, timely yellows that make a crew chief sweat because they're outside their fuel window, 76 laps to go.
Like it might have been a pretty hard hit. Get it in here. Bring it right in here.
It's really high, maybe top of a 3 wide.
Yeah, top of 3 wide. Looked like some contact right there. I can't make out who that car is.
Can't either. I don't want to miscall it. Oh, I can't hear. 24
Byron.
William Byron. Crystal clear right in that shot.
Fire. Right on that curb. Oh, got a wreck in 1 and 2.
Clint Boyer in the 14 and Austin Dillon in the 3 have been collected. Boyer in his final start here at Martinsville. He'll be in the TV booth in 2021.
It's like a little contact to the left rear of that car. I wonder if that's how trying to block somebody from making a pass to the inside his teammate. Eric Almirola says, no, sir.
Not my teammate next year. I don't have to be nice.
They were 12th and 15th. And so Clint Boyer goes on a little bit of a ride. Austin Dillon nowhere to go.
Double zero just dumped us.
Joey Gase, and Joey doesn't appreciate Quinn Houff right now as the 00 is driven by Quinn.
See if he was right. Yeah, he was right.
And they were all alone on the racetrack. So obviously Quinn had some.
See what happened here. Ooh, left front tire goes down and no control.
Sure enough.
Yeah, John Hunter Nemechek has been beating and banging here with the 37 car for a few laps, and I just knew this is a big problem for Harvick.
Big wreck in the middle of 3 and 4. The 24 of William Byron has made huge contact. The back of his car shortened up dramatically.
So the caution has come out. 12th caution
Left rear.
of the night.
That's
William
about
Byron,
as hard as you hit at Martinsville.
Yeah, William Byron was running in the 14th spot when he backed it into the wall.
Some fluid running out. I don't know if that's fuel or oil.
This pace that it's running, I believe that's oil.
Here, turn down in the corner, you're going to see him lose control of the back of the car.
Yeah, he's either lost the left rear tire, right rear tire, flat tire, or a brake issue. Typically is what we're seeing down here in turns.
Soak up his own big highlights throughout his career. So he told Chase just to enjoy this moment. Don't take anything for granted. We got a caution.
Caution. Yep, sure enough, caution has come out. This one's the first one for incident. Third one of the race. The first one was the competition caution. Looks like it's for the 77, Josh Balicki. Saw a lot of damage on the right side, as well as that 53 of James Davison. So maybe a couple cars getting into the wall.